Hello, my beautiful, wonderful, fantastic friends. I'm your friend Kevin. Let's get right to your divine daily blast, shall we? Here we go. Angel numerology number 10 reduces to a number 1. What exactly does all that mean? Well, it signifies the power of completion, new beginnings, and it's a reduction to the foundational number of 1, which emphasizes themes of leadership, creation, and divine support. New beginnings, core energy is about fresh starts, taking the initiative, and being the leader in your own life. The reduction is an indication to step into your power, take bold, decisive actions towards your goals, leaving hesitation in its midst, really. Like you're done. Enough already. Now, according to Yasmin Boland's daily moonology diary, the moon is in Sagittarius. There are some tension building in the skies, and you could easily lose your temper today. Mind how you go. Because the moon's in cheerful Sagittarius, it will help you lighten your load. Lighten all the things that need to be lightened up in your life. Here are my isms. I am aligned with God's love, abundance, and prosperity. My lift is a gift I am happy to share. And everything I want is already on its way to me. That is manifesting affirmation. Manifesting to the nth degree. Like, that's how we manifest everything. Now, here's a message from the manifesting angels. Know that the words have great manifesting power. When you call upon us, be specific about the help you need, and ask for our help choosing the words. Archangel Gabriel is a good wordsmith, and you call upon that gorgeous, bright, light, coppery color to surround you and give you the perfect words for manifesting the perfect life. And then, you make the affirmations. Everything in my life works out perfectly, no matter what. Here's your affirmations. I believe in my own magic. I lovingly speak positive words into reality. Don't know why I'm getting tongue-tied today. Feels like my mind is working quicker than my words. Boom. We have our guardian angel with us. You always have a guardian angel with you. They're reminding us we're not alone. And the activation message for the whole week. I welcome in all levels of support from heaven and earth. Mary Magdalene is our divine master this week. She's calling us the sacred vessel. She is encouraging us to seek our own answers. Be guided to our own purpose. Stay on our own path. The last couple of days we've had the Hermit card. The card to go inward and the card to seek your own validation, seek your own worth, seek your own worthiness. Rather than getting into the muck and the mire of the crumbling control that is crumbling. Rise up in your own power, rise up in your own authority, rise up in your own wealth of knowledge and wisdom, and really do it with an act of love. Speaking words into existence so everybody hears what you have to say. Try to be as joyful as possible. Think about joy being on one end of your shelf and judgment being on the other. Where there's judgment, there is no joy. Louise Hay's daily diary today says, I make positive changes easily and effortlessly. And she's got these glorious images of the red rocks. Now, this could easily be in Australia, but it also reminds me of the red mountains, the red rocks of Sedona, Arizona. Gorgeous, just rich in history, rich in energy, rich in that glorious vibrational magic. Now, our tarot card today is the Star card. And after the Sturm and the Drang, if you will, of this comes after the tower and the devil. The star gives us a break. Whenever things go wrong in our lives, there's an open period of inactivity that follows, which allows us to catch our breath and process what's happened. The star maiden in this image kneels in the water against the backdrop of the night sky with an elaborate star pattern behind her. Now, this pattern contains 7 glowing lights. And this references the 7 planets of classical astrology, which is the Sun, the Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. These are the outer planets that have not yet been discovered, and by working under their light, she's acting in accordance with the ancient laws. Now, water is the universal symbol of unconscious and emotional well-being, or unconsciousness and emotions, if you will. And the star maiden is pouring the water from her pitchers into the deep waters, which is a collective consciousness. So she's replenishing the storehouse with a lifetime of collective memories. I love this image. Ciro Marchetti is a fantastic digital artist. Now, if you look, the lotus blossoms in the water are floating. And in Hinduism, the lotus represents the potential for perfection. In Buddhism, it symbolizes purity. Now, the lotus is often used in Eastern religions as a symbol of humanity. It manages to unfold its divine beauty despite the roots being in muddy water. Well, beneath the surface of this image, we see a koi fish, which can mean tranquility, serenity, as well as prosperity. This is also a symbol of divine friendship, gathering your friends together, gathering your people together in collective consciousness. This is like following the unconventional. Let's see what the fairies have to say today. Fairies everywhere. Gertrude, Beatrice. Oh, they're forming a ring with other fairies. Oh, they said they are still enjoying their period of Beltane. Okay. All right. Leadership. So the message I'm getting from these fairy queens, kings, is you have the power and you have the control to be your own leader. And when you are standing in your own truth, when you're trusting your own pathway, your own purpose, you encourage other people to do the same. They may even be encouraged to follow your example, not follow what you're saying, but follow the example that you're giving. So embrace your leadership skills and implement them in your life. When you lead from your heart space, other people naturally follow what you've got to say because your heart space is pure. It's not cluttered up by political crap. It's not cluttered up by things that are not real. You know, I've had this beef. I was going to do a video on it, but then something sticks in my noggin that says, no. This journey that many folks are having with AI. I said many months ago, divine intelligence is your birthright. You came in here with it. Divine intelligence is guiding you and me and all of us collectively on our path since we were created. Since the divine love created each and every one of us, put souls inside bodies and led them out onto the planet. That was a lot more powerful than anything artificial. Artificial intelligence is not real intelligence. And I wondered and I waited and I got patient with, well, what is this all about? Why did it come? Well, divine intelligence did create artificial intelligence it's also a nod to what's real, what's actually in reality. Did these people who put this information out there realize that it's not real information? We talk about out there in the media has changed. Even if you go back 20 years, which isn't that long ago for some of us, people actually still picked up magazines, they picked up newspapers. I got through saying I went to watch The Devil Wears Prada, the second movie. Now, the first one was based on a book that was written by somebody that worked at Vogue. The second one was just a screenplay with a message. And the message of the second version really was to do with how things have changed and how, when these changes have happened, that movie was about the media changes, how people are getting their information, where they're getting their information from, what they're doing with that information. It was an exercise in how sometimes things that are not real places us in a space of vulnerability. And then I'm led to my own now rather difficult journey away from social media, away from Facebook, away from Instagram. And I know I'm probably going to get in trouble because I'm using a social media platform to send this video out to you. But I want to deal with realism. I want to deal with messing up my words. I want to deal with, let me grab the numerology, let me grab the angel cards, let me grab the divine masters. And while that's not physically real, while they don't actually physically have a human embodiment like I do, I do believe what I see, what I feel, what I know, that intuition, that intuitive divine intelligence that works. You get evidence. You get evidence when the triple numbers show up, 444, 555, 333, 222. And there are an awful lot of spiritual guides who come to open our mind and our thought process to something bigger, something better, something greater. And that's what I think we are all here to do. Not necessarily, I mean, there's nothing wrong with asking. Well, maybe there is. For me, I want to come to my own conclusion. I don't want to type into a search bot, tell me how I do this. I need to sit quietly, get the message, and sort of know how to do it. Or watch someone else. I like being taught things by real people. Taught things by somebody who has a passion for teaching me something. Not necessarily, where did that thing come from? Who created that? I do think there's some brilliant things about it. It's fun. If you use it like a fun tool, if you use it like that, create fun and lightness, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. However, it's also used as a way to keep us separated from each other, the separation from the collective energy. And that's all I got to say about that. That's what I feel like is leadership. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I want to say? No. All right, my friends. I'll get off my soapbox now and say thank you for liking, subscribing, and doing all you do. I'll be back tomorrow with another, sounds like a spiritual rant. Bye for now. Much love.